Hello everybody. Today I have selected a grammar topic which I am going to discuss with you all. The name of the topic is the sentence and kinds of sentences. Now what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. For example, Ram is a good boy. So this is made up, the sentence is made up of different words. Ram is a good boy. So they all join together and makes complete sense. That is why we call it as a sentence. Now when we speak or when we write, we do not write only statements. We use a variety of sentences in our day-to-day life while we speak and while we write. So what are these kind of sentences which I am going to discuss today? Sentences may be divided into 5 classes according to the meaning. Example, there are 5 kinds of sentences in the English language. Number 1, we have the assertive sentences or the declarative sentences. Number 2 is the imperative sentences. Number 3, interrogative sentences. Number 4 is the optative sentences. And number 5, we have the exclamatory sentences. Now I'm going to discuss one by one the different kinds of sentences according to the meaning. Now let's take the first kind of sentence, that is assertive sentence or declarative sentence or a statement. So when we make a statement, for example, the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, the Brahmaputra is a mighty river, Sunita is a good girl, Akbar was a great emperor, the cow is a useful animal, rose is a beautiful flower. These are all statements. It is only stating the facts. Okay, they are not expressing any kind of emotions, they are not ordering, they are not requesting, they are not advising. It's only making some simple statements. So these kind of sentences, simple sentences that make statement, they are called the assertive sentences or declarative sentences. The next kind of sentence is the imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences? Imperative sentences are those sentences which we use to order, command, request, advise, and give suggestion. So these kind of sentences are called imperative sentences. For example, let's take please give me a glass of water. So it's a request because I have used the word please. Please give me a glass of water. I'm requesting somebody to give me a glass of water because I'm thirsty. So it's a request. Next, get out of the room. So it's an order. Okay, I'm asking somebody to leave the room at once. So it's an order. Fire the enemy. It's a command. What's the difference between order and command? Both mean the same thing, but the only slightest difference is that order is used in an informal situation and command is used in a formal situation. When an army officer or army commander would command his soldiers to fire the enemy, then we don't use the word order, we use the word command. But when a master orders the servant to leave the room or to get out of the room, so that's not a command, that's an order, okay, because it's a informal situation. So the next kind of imperative sentence we have is, I discussed about request, I discussed about order, command, then advice. Please speak the truth. Always speak the truth. Be polite to others. Listen to your elders. Help the poor and needy. So these are all advice I'm giving to somebody. Okay. Then suggestion. Suggestion like, let's go out for a picnic today. So let us is giving a suggestion. It's not an order. It's a suggestion. Suggestion means I'm giving you a choice. Okay, to remain at home or to go out for a picnic. So the decision is yours. You may accept my proposal or you may refuse my proposal. So I'm not forcing you, but I'm offering you a suggestion. So when we offer a suggestion, we use the word let us. So these kind of sentences, request, command, order, advice, suggestions, are called imperative sentences. The third kind of sentence is interrogative sentences, or we can also call them as question sentences, because this sentence kind of sentence is used to ask something, and in return you want an answer, you expect for an answer. For example, what is your name? Okay, remember to put a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence, because you have a doubt, you do not know, that is why you are asking a question. So put a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence. What is your name? Where do you live? How old are you? Okay, so these are the interrogative sentences which we use to ask questions, and in return we expect for an answer. The fourth kind of sentence is optative sentences. Optative sentences are those sentences which are used for prayer or for blessing. I am sure you use this kind of sentences in your day-to-day life, or you must have heard your parents or your grandmother or your teacher using these sentences a lot. For example, may God bless you. Okay, may you pass the examination. Okay, then long live our freedom. So these kind of sentence expresses a kind of wish, a prayer. May God help you, may you always remain happy and healthy. Okay, so these sentences expresses a kind of wish, a kind of prayer. So those kind of sentences are called optative sentences. The last kind of sentences we have in the English language is the exclamatory sentences. What are exclamatory sentences? Exclamatory sentences are those sentences that expresses a kind of different kinds of feelings. We have different kinds of feelings. We have feeling of joy, we have feeling of happiness, joy, surprise, wonder, anger, okay, amazement, shock. So these kind of emotions when we use are called exclamatory sentences. For example, when I win a match, I will be very happy, and what will be my reaction? What am I going to say when I win a match? Hooray, we have won the match. Okay, so the word hooray expresses a kind of joy, happiness in winning the match. So always remember one more thing: when you use exclamatory words like oh, ouch, wow, alas, hooray, so these are exclamatory words which itself carry some kind of emotions, feelings, expression. Then we use the exclamatory mark just after the exclamatory word. But for example, we do not use exclamatory word, but the entire sentence is expressing some kind of feelings, then we put the exclamatory mark at the end of the sentence. For example, how beautiful the flower is. So I have not used any exclamatory word here, but the sentence expresses a kind of joy, happiness. And when I have seen the beautiful flower, it is giving me immense pleasure, joy, happiness. So in those case, I will put the exclamatory mark at the end of the sentence. Another example is, for example, what a pleasant surprise. So that means you are surprised to find the person visiting your place. So since you haven't used any exclamatory word, but the sentence is expressing a kind of surprise, then you will put the exclamatory mark at the end of the sentence, right? But in a sentence like alas, he is no more. So the word alas tells of some kind of sorrow, that the person is dead. So the word alas is expressing sorrow. So we will put the exclamatory mark at the end of the word alas. Okay, so exclamatory sentences are those sentences which expresses a kind of speaker's emotions or feelings. And what feelings? As I already told you, sudden feeling of joy or sorrow or wonder, anger, surprise, amazement. So these are the different kind of sentences. Now let me tell you one more thing. Declarative sentences, which I told you are also called assertive sentences, may be affirmative or negative. Affirmative means positive sentences, and negative sentences, which signifies or denotes negative meaning. So only affirmative sentences, as only assertive or declarative sentences can be assertive or affirmative or negative. For example, Bina is an intelligent girl. So that is a affirmative sentence, means positive sentence. Bina is not intelligent. So it becomes a negative sentence. But the entire sentence is a declarative sentence because it is making a statement. Bina is an intelligent girl is a statement. So it's a declarative sentence, or we can also call it as an assertive sentence. A declarative sentence may be a affirmative sentence or a negative sentence. Okay, for example, um, uh, run in the sun. Run in the sun is a affirmative sentence. Do not run in the sun is a negative sentence. I can do this, affirmative sentence, that is a positive sentence. I cannot do this is a negative sentence. So in this video you have learned what is a sentence, the different kinds of sentences, and you have also learned what are affirmative sentences and what are negative sentences. I am sure you are clear with it. If you have any doubt with sentence and its kind, just text me and I will definitely try to clear your doubts. I will be back very soon with more videos. Until then, stay tuned, stay happy, stay safe. Bye. Have a great day.